Hello and welcome to your Daily Tarot with me, Cindy. And today I have, of course, changed it up a little bit. So we don't have numbers, although there are numbers on the cards. So those numbers may speak to you in some way. Maybe by adding the two numbers together, it means something. Maybe you're born the 4th month of the year and the 9th day of that month or something, because this one says 4-9. Or maybe it is simply the image or the message of the card that speaks to you. So this is the first one. This is pile number 1. Oh yes, and also there's only 2 cards under here. There's only 2 cards under here, and they are both animal spirit cards. So I'm going to draw in a lot of intuition on this reading today for you. So let's see where it goes, right? So this is the first one. This is Soul Retrieval, number 49. The second pile is the Staff. Can you see all the details in that? It's number 51. The third pile is the Smoky Mirror, number 47. See, that one speaks to me because I turned 47 this year, so maybe there's something under that pile for me. See how that works? So there can be something significant about the number maybe. And the fourth pile is 59, Upper World. So you can, of course, pause, go back, really look at the cards. And yes, and the timestamps will be, of course, as always, in the description. And they will also be pinned to the top of the comments for the mobile users. So let's get started, shall we? Pile number 1, Soul Retrieval. So your first, the Wild Untamed Animal Spirit card is the Vulture. And this is air energy. And your second card from just the regular animal spirit is Stag Spirit. Take the lead. Now, I would view Stag Spirit as an earth energy. So Vulture gets rid of the crap. Vulture cleanses after a death has happened. So if you want to look at Vulture in terms of how would you describe it if it was a tarot card? I don't really think it's a tarot card. You know, there isn't one. And maybe this is why this is so great with the animal spirit. If I was going to make a tarot deck, I would perhaps put something like Vulture in it, because it would be what happens after the death card, but before, let's say, something significant like an Ace of Wands, like a new beginning, or an Ace of Cups, any ace card where there's a new beginning. So this is what gets cleaned up. If it wasn't for Vulture, every time something died in our world, it would sit there and rot and decay. It would fester. Disease would grow on it. Our world would end up being a place that was inhabitable. We wouldn't be able to live here because everyone would just be getting diseases, dying, be very unhealthy. There'd be no growth. So you can have a Tower moment, or you can have a death card, which is the ending of something significant in your life. But it's very difficult to go on to an ace, a new beginning, if something like the Vulture hasn't come in to clean up. This is a very, very, very important card. I would almost put this as more important than any other card in this deck in the air symbol. Beyond the eagles, because with this we can't have the new beginning. So there's a new beginning. So that tells me there's a new beginning, right? There's a new beginning coming for you in something. And the process right now that is existing is cleaning up. So if you want to imagine, let's say you want a new job. just for example, that's not to say that this is what this is speaking of, not necessarily, but let's say you want a new job and you have quit your old job, or you've been laid off or fired, or something has happened and you don't have a job right now. So you've had a Tower moment, you've had a Death card, and you're not quite at the Ace yet. The new job hasn't come, but you see it's getting ready to come, because the energies around that new job are in work, are processing, making things happen. So your new job actually doesn't exist yet. So what's happened at this company that you're going to get your new job in is that they have been growing, their customer base has increased, the people that work for them are becoming very overwhelmed. It's getting to the point where they can't handle all the customers anymore, and they're going to start losing business. So now the CEO, the executive, supervisor, whoever it is that would be in charge of creating a new position, is in the process of doing that. So, right? So the energy's being cleared out, it's being tidied up for this new position. So that's the stage that it's at. You can't see it. That's the shitty part. You can't see what Vulture's doing because you're not there yet. You're not at that new beginning. But take the lead. So this is also telling you, while this energy is in cleaning up so that your new beginning can come, you're being asked to take the lead. And in taking the lead, be yourself. Absolutely and unequivocally be yourself. So this stag, I mean, this is a very macho energy, right? A stag, very high masculine energy, yet the stag says, yo, dude, I really like these feathers and I like these flowers and I'm going to put them on my antlers and nobody's going to say anything because I'm a stag. That's the kind of energy that you're being asked to do. Like if you like to, let's say you like feather earrings. Those things were really in style, like in the 80s, I think it was. The feather earrings, we had these long and they were sort of like fluorescent too, or neon. Do it, wear it. You're being asked to be yourself right now. Being yourself is the best energy you can have for this new beginning. Because if you're not yourself, this new beginning won't fit you properly, right? You're going to go into somebody else's new beginning. If you're behaving like someone else would behave, or you're behaving or acting or thinking like the world, or you think the world thinks that you should behave or act, it's not going to be your new beginning. So it's important to take the lead in who you are, so that this new beginning can come in and be absolutely 100% for you. And this can be a relationship, it can be work, it can be home, it can be any sort of new beginning, because we don't have a tarot card that's saying, you know what, it's a cup, so it's a relationship. Because of that, this is very open in terms of what this new beginning is for you. So remember, Vulture's working in the background right now, cleaning up the muck, so that this new beginning is fresh and has a clean start. All right, that was number one. Thank you. And now we're going to do the second one, the staff. So what does the staff have for us? Your first card, the wild unknown animal spirit, is the elephant. Love this card. Fire energy. Your second regular animal spirit card is the badger spirit. Be fearless and bold. I'm not really doing this deck a favor by saying you're regular. These are not regular, are they, in any way of this word or the sense, or it's not at all. Okay, be fearless and bold. Now, the fact that you got these two cards together is quite funny. I mean, look at this elephant. This elephant is pretty fearless and he's pretty bold right now. Put them together. Let's put them together again. If you look at the elephant, his intuition is opened up. His or her intuition is opened up. Their third eye is activated and they are going somewhere. They're working with their intuition in this regard. With Badger, be fearless and bold. Badger's sort of asking you that. Look at how all this ornate jewelry is sitting over where Badger's third eye would also be. You may not see where you're going. I'm getting the message, this is a little bit like the Six of Swords card, where you don't know where it is you're going, but you're just going because you know it's better than where you are right now. It's better than the energy or the place or the people that you're with right now. As elephant is going towards wherever this is, Elephant is lighting the way. Elephant is holding its own flame, right? Elephant lights his or her own way. And look at how this light expands. It's like from the feet of elephant. Whenever I see this card, I imagine every time elephant steps, boom, that big heavy step, boom, the light expands from each step. And it's almost like driving, driving at night with your car. You can only see 30 yards ahead of you, but you can drive for hundreds, thousands of miles like that in the dark, only seeing 30 yards ahead of you. That's all you can really see in front of you right now. You know how sometimes you're like, I don't know how, actually, I'm not going to say how sometimes, because I know a lot of people that come to readings like this are trying to get answers. They're trying to get clarity. They want to know what that next chapter is in the book of their life. We can never see 30 yards. We can never see more than 30 yards ahead of us sometimes. Sometimes we can't see more than a paragraph ahead of us, or we think what we know. We're at the end of a page and we think we know what's going to happen, and we turn it, it's like, what? Oh my gosh, you did not see that coming. Well, that's what our life can be like, right? Just like a book. So you only need to see this little bit of light, but trust, be fearless and bold. These are both two very positive cards. So whatever it is that you want to do right now, maybe it's something as simple as, maybe starting a book club. I'm just in a book club that a lady in our neighborhood just decided she wanted to start, and we're having a wonderful time with it. It can be something as simple as that, or it can be something as dramatic as, this life no longer suits me, I'm going to sell my house, I'm going to move to a different country, I'm going to start fresh. So that's really what we're saying, because everybody's situation is different. But be fearless and bold. Don't allow fear to guide you. Don't allow fear to help you make your decision. Think about, I don't know if any of you are Star Wars fans, but everything was going fine for Anakin until he allowed fear to guide his judgment, to rule him. Things that really weren't bad, he saw them as bad, and he became Darth Vader, and that's the end of the story. It got very dark. So don't do that. So that was number 2. So now we're going to go to the third one, the Smoky Mirror. Let's see what's in here. See, that has my number on it, so maybe this is a message for me too. Ooh, Stingray. I have Stingray. That's from your wild, untamed animal spirit. And your second card is Fox Spirit. Think on your feet. Well, that's an interesting combination. Interesting. With this card tells me you need to strengthen your backbone. You need to stand up a little more for yourself, for others around you. It's like a life force energy is there. It's flowing. It just needs to strengthen a little bit more. Like if these were like the chakras and the Stingray, it's not quite fully lit up. Like you're getting there. You just need a little more gumption in your life. Now, with Fox Spirit, I mean, if we combine both of these, I feel like Fox Spirit is suggesting to you to step a little bit outside of your normal boundaries. Step a little bit outside of what you are comfortable with. I'm getting sort of the message, there's a group of people that you would typically not talk to at a function or at a park or somewhere. Just walk over and say, hi, how is everyone today? I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Cindy, and just see what happens. Like, think on your feet. Push yourself into little situations where you sort of have to think on your feet. You don't know what's going to happen. It's not very predictable. And by doing that, it's going to strengthen your confidence because you're going to handle it okay. Like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be handled quite well by you. If it wouldn't, if Fox Spirit was here, like, think on your feet. This is your time. This is the energy around you right now. So by doing that, it's going to help to light up this sort of vertebrae, this backbone area in you, which is going to almost, it's not like there's a block in this flow of the chakra energy. It's more like it needs a little, I'm trying to think, my son plays Minecraft and they have these, what is it called when they're using the redstone and it makes everything work. it amplifies. I'm still not using the right word, but it amplifies this. So this just needs to be amplified a bit. You need a little more wattage being plugged in, and by thinking on your feet, it's going to provide you with that confidence. It's going to set you up to increase the wattage in your backbone. Okay, that was nice. That was the third one, and now we're going to do the fourth one, Upper World. So what does Upper World have for us today? Your first card, the Wild Unknown Animal. Spirit is Oyster. This has been coming up a few times in some zodiac readings. I think a daily tarot, and now another one. Or was it a love reading? I don't know. It's come up a few times. So that one, and then your animal spirit is Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. Oh, whoa. That is interesting. I don't know if it's the time of year that people are typically fertile, but I've been getting messages of this for quite a few different readings as of late, and you can look at this a couple different ways. The strongest message I'm getting right now is definitely fertility, or the birth of something. It may not necessarily be children, but definitely the birth of something. This oyster, you see how it shines? The light shines out of it, shining like that because there's a treasure inside of it that's for you. It's specifically for you. This is a water sign. This oyster is deep in the ocean. Deep in the ocean. So this treasure that's coming towards you is something that's been created with deep feelings. Deep feelings are what have created this treasure, this surprise, this prize for you, an oyster. And once it hatches, well, no, actually, I feel like you're in the lucky time now. Now is a lucky time. If there's a new project that you want to start, some sort of new venture, a new relationship, and definitely starting a family. The energy is really here for you to do that right now. And whatever it is that you want to start, I feel like this treasure is like an unknown gift that will come to you that will allow this new beginning to happen. You just sort of need to put forth the energy and start making the plan, or just moving forward. Like maybe you're thinking, well, I would like to start a little daycare out of my home. But you know what? I don't have all the little tables and chairs to do it. I don't know where I would get that. Don't worry. It will come to you. That might be the little treasure or gift that's inside the oyster. So once word gets out that this is something that you want to do, then people will hear that and they'll say, oh, you know what? Maybe there's an older person in the neighborhood whose grandchildren have outgrown a swing set in their backyard, or have outgrown little art tables that they had in the base. Something like that's what this treasure is. So something is coming to you, but it has to be something I'm feeling that is coming from your deeper feelings, like something like running a daycare. That obviously you have to be very caring. You have to have a deep desire to look after children, other people's children. Actually, sometimes other people's children are easier than your own children, but that's not part of the message. Maybe it is for someone. But yeah, this new opportunity, maybe you've wanted to start a family, but you're like, oh, you know what, our house is too small. I don't know. You got 9 months. You have 9 months to find another house, and oyster will provide you with something. All right? Cool. I kind of liked doing that. Tell me what you thought of just having the animal oracles come for our reading today. And that is it. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your likes and your comments and your subscribes. And thank you for all the love. And thank you for allowing me to come into your energy and convey a message to you. As of always, take care of yourselves, and I will see you later. Bye.